gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to your host and compere again, Mr. Chris Brooker.
It felt like I really needed to start singing at that point. It all went a little bit X Factor. The intro started. I haven't a fucking clue what song that was. It's probably young person's music. I don't keep up with any of it. Quite frankly, I'm feeling my age more and more these days. I spent most of September last year gigging to freshers at universities. Freshers who were born in 1995. Exactly, some people just booing their youth. It was disgusting. And I'll tell you what, I found out a very easy way to freak out a load of 18-year-olds, right? What I did is I turned my Somerset accent up to 10, so I talked like I was proper backward, and I said, people laugh a little too hard at that point, I am putting the accent on, it's in there somewhere, right? And I said, right, here's a story that will scare all you young 18-year-olds. When I was your age, because that's always a good place to start, Rachel, when I was your age. When I was your age, if there was something on TV that I wanted to watch, and I wasn't there to watch it, I missed it! Bedlam! How the fuck can you live like that? Jesus. It's terrifying. I'm still baffled by much modern technology. I'm still not convinced that iPads aren't etch-a-sketches for wankers, you know? I really... And that splits the room neatly, there's a few people clapping who clearly can't afford iPads, right? I know, this week's... But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this, the second part of the show. Can I get a hurrah? All the stuff. Now, from the wings, as I generously call that corner of the room, by the pool table, I know, right? I looked out, and I couldn't help noticing the empty chair. But, that's right, but I see that Maria has been adopted, ladies and gentlemen. This is something, it's like, I know Phil talked about Blue Peter, this is like a bring and buy appeal but with mates, isn't it? I don't know whether there's an exchange rate, whether we have to balance send someone to a different table, I don't know the stories. And it's cool, there's quite a lot of people here. Is this an occasion? Is there something happening?
No, it's lovely.
Let's get pissed. Lovely people, excellent stuff. Are they lovely, Maria? Excellent. Blink if they're a problem. Lovely people. And it's great, and it's a mixed group as well, because something I often get asked, ladies and gentlemen, this is something I get, mixed group in terms of gender, guys and girls. Swingers, fair play. Woo. Fair play, it's alright, you're sort of thinking each other, back off fella, you know. It's teaching, quite frankly, you're punching well over your weight, so don't stray, fucker, right? You're doing really, you know it as well. It's a great feeling when you go, yeah, that, me, fucking yes. Sometimes I went out, once upon a time I had a girlfriend, I know, Ginger, girlfriend, fuck off, right? It does happen. She was real, she had a fanny and everything, it was brilliant, she loved music. I should point out, for the intended purpose, not like we need a vase, you know, that would have been strange. But, you can do handstands, awesome. But the thing is, right, I found myself going out with a girl who was clearly much too good looking for me, right? I mean, I looked like something out of Lord of the Rings. It looked like we were being led through the place, right? And there were moments during sex where I found myself, I had to stop talking, because instead of talking, I'm like, are you sure about this, really? You can do so much better, seriously. I mean, look at you, look at me. Seriously, you can do so much better than me. Keeping away from theirs in case we saw us together and just went, oh, and just a bit of a dry heave, like a fur ball. But as I say, it's nice to see mixed groups, because often when you come out and do comedy clubs at weekends, they're not groups of nice people. You all seem lovely. I will let you do a little trade secret. Often, weekend comedy clubs are full of pricks, right? Not only in that moment, on a day-to-day basis, they're lovely people, but something about them when they come out in big groups and they're on stag do's or hen do's or work groups turns them into arseholes. Especially if you're on a work do, because then the company's paying you to get pissed, and fuck me, you're getting your money's worth, aren't you? I'm getting shit-faced. I once had a Mexican standoff with 220 employees of Virgin Broadband. Gets controversial, strap in fella, this is for you, right? And I faced them down on behalf of you and every other disgruntled customer, because they were saying, you know, this is about us, this is our night, they dominated the room, and I had enough. I said, right, You dickheads work for Virgin Broadband. They were pissed, they were proud, they should have been ashamed, but they went, yeah! None of them were there for comedy. They were to get drunk, there to get drunk and finger Janice from accounting. That was what they wanted to do. Oh, you know her. Fair play, sir. Right. That was what they wanted. And they were making it all about them. They were pulling focus on the stage. So I looked at them and said, right, here's a joke just for employees of Virgin Broadband. A man walks into a pub. He says to the barman, I'd like a pint of beer, please. The barman says, certainly. That will be for... Because I'm one of those cunts know what it's like when something they paid for slows down and stops with no warning whatsoever. Simple as that. It's not all comedy, some of it's consumer awareness, Rachel. I'm fighting the good fight. Fighting a good fight. But the thing about seeing certain mixed groups is often when people ask me as a comedian, they say, are you not scared of groups of lads? Groups of lads. You're not scared of big blokes, men, grr, beer, boobs, grr, men. No. Groups of men don't scare me at all. And I shall tell you for why. Because that's one reason, madam. Thank you very much. This isn't a fucking auction. I got over that. Someone said, Ginger Gargoyle, I will kill you and wear your skin home, sir. It's... Someone's going, oh, I'm up for that. I'm proper bi-curious now. Right, fair play. Here's the thing, right? Groups of lads, what you do is you pick alpha lad and you go, say his name's Dave, you go, Dave, you're a prick. His mates do not, it's coincidence, Dave, I'm sure you'll love it. Right. Let it be. You look like a nice guy, you've got a friendly silhouette. Sorry? Don't call you Dave. Dave. You're very much like the channel, Dave, you're repeating shit long after it's funny. Just settle down. I got this. Fucking hell, right. Anyway, so groups of lads, you call them a name and the rest of them go, oh, that's Dave, he's a prick. Call him prick again. Prick, prick, prick. It's his birthday. Ruin his night. Prick, prick, prick. Groups of women terrify me. Because, as here, there seems to be a gender divide on this table. One half is ladies, more or less. Dave, you're kind of crossing the boundaries. That's fine. You make yourself comfortable. Thing is, if I take the piss out of one of group of ladies at all, the rest of them circle me like velociraptors and tear me to pieces. I'd wake up the next morning with a high heel wedged in my sinus. I'd be fucked, right? But I have a theory about groups of women out in the piss. Now, see if this applies to you, if you're out with female friends, if you have female friends, or you just want to join in, right? See if this applies to you. In a friends out socially, every one of you will have a job. One of you will be the slightly more sensible one who at the end of the night has to keep everyone together like a sheepdog. Just going, picking the stragglers away. Stay together, stay together, stay together. Don't get pissed. Watch out for Dave. He wants to touch you where you wee. Stay together, stay together, stay together, right? Loading them in the cab like the Americans leaving Vietnam at the end. Right, we're in, clear, shut the door. Right. There'll be one of you, who at 1 in the morning will get pissed, shout, I can still do the splits, and then hurt herself. Oh yeah, everyone, go behind the button. Is that your trick, madam? Right, I know how the night's ending. Right, but this is the thing, and then there's one of you in every group who thinks the greatest invention, it used to be just girls, but now it's guys too, think the greatest invention since the history of mankind began is the digital camera. Because you take photos of fucking everything. Over the course of the night. See what I mean, right? I guarantee that tonight, madam, you will have taken 13 photos between the front door of the taxi in case you forget that precious moment, right? And I miss, without wanting to date myself too badly, I miss the time that cameras took film. Because every single photo meant something. Nowadays, you know, if you had 24 exposures and you had to send it in an envelope and wait 2 weeks, you wouldn't take a photo of yourself having a shit just because you could, right? There'd be a lot less photos of cats out there if we had to pay for each one of those fuckers, right? The thing on this one, and once again, in front of teenagers who don't understand non-digital photography, I explain how this works. I went on holiday with my first camera when I was 12 years old. It was a disc camera, it was shite, right? It took 12 photos. 12 photos. I was on holiday for 2 weeks. That is less than 1 photo per day. And I guarded each exposure on that camera like it was the life of a child. To give you perspective, if a space shuttle crashed On the first day of my holiday, I would hesitate to take that photo in case there was a better space shuttle crash later on in the fortnight. Can't tell kids anything these days, don't know where the fuck you go on. Ladies and gentlemen, we having a good time? Yeah! Many of you indeed. We're going to press on. We've had one fantastic act, we have two more to come, one of whom I'm about to bring on stage. So, ladies and gentlemen, simple question. The answer again is yes. Are you ready for your next act? Yeah! Like the sound of that. So, ladies and gentlemen, his name is Damien Larkin. Make him feel welcome. He would pay him like, oh, too much for you, sir. He's like, I can't handle this, too much. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. We'll make him feel welcome when he comes back. It's cool. You're so lovely. Like, no, don't take the piss. He's just going for a stroll. It's fine. Crap. Anyway, I'm bringing on Damien. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to count to 3, I'm going to put to Rachel, she will start clapping and cheering, I'll spread through them like wildfire, and bring on Mr. Damien Larkin. Ladies and gentlemen, you ready? Yeah! I said, are you ready? Yeah! Rachel, 1, 2, 3, start the applause, spread it all the way around the room, please welcome